14 of harvest. Okay, first up, I need to find a sledgehammer for George. When you're ripping ground, every once in a while rocks get stuck in there. They're a pain, or if you break a shear bolt, you gotta whack things back together. Worst case scenario, sometimes we use those stops on the cylinders, but that's not fun. And doesn't work super efficiently. So finding a sludge. We got a little one somewhere. I'm hoping it's gonna be right here. Okay, it's not. Got the two bigger ones. Where did I put it? Just kidding, it's right here. I didn't see the end of it tucked behind everything else. The rock destroyer. It is 10:17. Gonna go start fueling up and greasing the combine. JD is running some corn into the dryer. We don't have much to dry, but he's getting that moved over now. And then we'll see what time we can get started cutting beans. Yes. Oh no. We got it. Okay, we have a very nice setup for fueling up, but you have to be super precise. If you're in just the right spot, you can reach the fuel and you can also get the depth at the same time. That can's not ours. I just picked that up out of the ditch. I don't know, pretty fancy around here. Okay, the hydraulic oil looks more towards the lower range, but someone told me that once you want to raise the head up and have things warmed up for a little bit to then recheck that level, so. Okay, we had two different guards that needed fixed. Where's the new one? Down there somewhere. And then one right there. JD's getting right now. And I'll let her warm up for a second and we'll be good to go. Okay, we're definitely pushing to get started a little bit right before it's fit, but it's going. It's just slugging up just a little bit. Sure, if the sun stays out, it'll be nice really soon. Right now the beans are not quite fit yet. We've pushed it to start a little bit early. So if he gets anything gummed up, he can just slow right down, get going. I changed my screen around a little bit so I would see that auto steer button, and then I would have the machine sync right there. I kind of like running this screen like this. I just need to add one where I get how full his tank is, so I can monitor that on the same screen. Okay, I needed to pick up a sign that we had in the field. It's where they were going to dump the chicken litter, but the field's off, so they can dump it wherever they want to in the field. I'm just seeing how much is left on the ground. I'm not seeing a ton. I'm seeing a little bit, but can't catch them all. Okay, currently we have corn drying into this northeast bend. And we're gonna put these beans into the overhead, because they're a little bit higher moisture since it's the beginning of the day. And we're gonna put them into the driveway so then we can blend them into the bean bin. So they're going into the drive. Okay, so we're going in here. We're turning this off. We're turning the pit on. Going up into overhead. Okay. Open this up. Double checking there's no. But it is double checked there was not any corn in the overhead, so that's empty. Now we'll open running into these drives. It should get loud in a second. That's right. Okay, these are 14.5, which is good because we've been getting down to some pretty low temperatures, so we can blend these nicely. Not the cleanest sample, I will say that. That means that we have little pieces in here, some beans that are still in pods. So hopefully that'll improve throughout the day. Okay, this load is unloaded. Dryer is started back up. I switched the distributor back to the northeast bin. Now I need to turn the pit off and turn the dryer auto unload on. And we're back to drying corn. There's 13 minutes until the next load starts drying. I'm not sure if the other truck is full yet or not, but I'm gonna go switch them out on fields. Okay, cart is delivered to the field, so we can go to the next one. We still have a little ways to go, but it's here. Take in the next semi. Okay, just got to the field. This truck is loaded. Coming to dump on this one. 13.3. As you can see, they are drying down. Okay, and this field is off. On to the next one. Okay, it is 3 p.m. We just got switched to a new field. I am trucking today. So I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna get my pull-ups in. Okay, current record is 12. Would 13 be awesome? Yes. Will we get it? This thing is gonna break sometime soon. Oh, we're not going for any records today. It's hot out. Field is coming along nicely. Okay, these ones are getting pretty dry, so I'm gonna put them right into the bean bin. Beans going everywhere. Okay, so our last couple of loads, 14.5, 13.9, 13.3. Now I want to kind of save some really dry stuff to blend with the wet stuff, but I want the wet stuff out of there so when we start cutting tomorrow, we don't have to worry about there being more wet beans in the overhead. So these are, this is 12.8, and what time is it? 3:50. So I'm going to, I could blend a little tiny bit of these, start blending them off. But I'm not going to get too crazy with it. I'll kind of wait till we have later in the day that really dry stuff to mix together. This doesn't look bad, but it hurts. One semi full, next semi getting loaded. Okay, I just climbed up that bin, make sure we didn't have any beans spilling. I am blending in some of the higher moisture beans, and with this load, I'm gonna go check the bean bin, see how many rings we have left. Okay, 11. They are definitely consistently getting drier. If the wind's gonna stay this direction, I really need to put a mask on. I got this truck 3/4 unloaded. They're finishing that field now, so I'm gonna go bring the header cart over, gonna move to a new field. I was doing so good on the white t-shirt until that last little unhook. It is 7:10 and JD just texted that things started already dragging. So I'll see how long George is working ground for. Otherwise, I could go pop in and work some ground. I have Tanner doing some mowing with the tractor and the bush hog. So I guess I'm just gonna stand around until they come back with the semi. Okay, just waiting for the beans to finish unloading. Grabbed a Klondike bar, and I'm gonna go work some ground. It got a little tough out at 7, so I'm going to work ground till I'm tired. Let's check these out first. Okay, I am becoming a true believer in this gearing off head because I started working on the other side. It kept gumming up. And I came over here to the side where we ran the gearing off head. This is the field where we had an issue with the gearbox, so we switched over to old head. So I know where we ran both heads at. I switched over to the area where the gearing hub was running, and there has been no stalks gumming up. I've done four passes now. It looks great. So we have to hope that they let me keep this thing around and test it a couple more years because I have realized I really like it more.